Hello. How are you doing tonight? I hope you're doing okay. I'm so sorry. Today's stream has been postponed a couple of times. It's been one thing after the other, but um yes, I had a couple of things I had to attend to, which was more important. And live streaming, it's a hobby. So um yeah, some things sometimes will come in the way and you're not able to meet up with your live streaming schedule. But I'm here now. It's late stream, but I'm here. Hey, Robin. Robin says, hope I can get back to catch this stream. Listen, Robin, you can always catch it later on. Danny, hello, Danny. How are you? I hope you're doing okay. Michaela, how are you? Guys, please let me know if you can hear me okay. I changed things around a little bit around here. So let me just check. Okay, my mic looks like it's working. Speaker looks like it's working. Okay, everything seems to be working okay. Right? Okay. Everything seems. That's Amber Chick. Hello. Sounds good. And good to see you all. Good to see you too, that Amber Chick. Right. So I wouldn't waste any time at all. We will get started. Okay. So you guys may not know these people who I'll be talking about. There's two of them in particular. One, a Nigerian prince. You know all those Nigerian prince emails and letters that you get? Yeah? This is the Nigerian prince. This is the Nigerian prince that was caught scamming. But this is before he was caught, before he was arrested. So we have this preacher over in Nigeria. He came out of the woodworks, a radio presenter. For some reason, decides that God has called him to be a preacher. Not just a preacher, but to clean up Christianity, to poke holes, to poke his hands in the eyes of the religious leaders. God had given him a unique message. He understands the Bible in such a unique way. He comes with evidence from the book. But those preachers, they preach from sentiments. But he preaches from he's got the biblical backing for, so he has set himself above the others. That's what he started off doing, criticizing these men and the patriarchs of Christianity, right? I thought he was worth something, right? I thought, okay, yes, this is fresh, this is nice. Uh, uh, Christianity needs cleaning up, right? Someone needs to clean it up. Someone needs to do the hard work, right? You know. Hmm. Then all of a sudden, his message starts to shift. He came on stream one day and he said it was his birthday. That only two people gave him something for his birthday. Only two. He was so upset. And he said to the people listening to him, now I see why your preachers behave the way they do to you. You all deserve the preachers that you get. You all deserve the preachers that you have. No wonder they're that evil to you. And his message started to change after then. The people he was criticizing, he started becoming friends with. This particular guy, Hushpuppi, he started becoming friends with Hushpuppi. Now, Hushpuppi, you all may not know, this is all African sort of, but it's relevant, very relevant, because Hushpuppi scammed the American government. Hushpuppi scammed the American government. But at this time, our dear preacher friend decides to befriend Hushpuppi. Hushpuppi was living in Dubai. Our preacher friend decides to go and visit Hushpuppi and was showing off, right? I think let's get into a couple of videos and uh, articles, and hopefully you will understand why this is relevant. A huge amount of money from the look, the US government, the FBI extradited him from Dubai to the US. He's currently serving his sentence. You know what was so bad about this scam? You know, when the pandemic hit and the government was paying people to sustain themselves, sustain their businesses. I don't know what the US government called it. That was the money he had scammed. Now, it was not the only money he had scammed other people from other, but I think you will. Listen, we will get into it. We'll get into it. Where's my? No wonder. Give me 1 second. My pack right here. Okay, let me share my screen. How's everyone doing? I hope you're all doing okay. I know this is a bit late for me. I don't usually stream at this time, but hey. So now let's see here. Right. So when people found out that this preacher, self appointed preacher who claims to want to clean up Christianity in Africa, is now befriending this person of questionable character. By this time, no, he hadn't been arrested. He was showing off on Instagram. Oh my goodness. This guy, he was showing even to his spoon, cups, plates were all Versace, were designer. This guy will show off his cars, show off himself on the private jet, show off. Couldn't even speak English properly. His English is just haphazard. Anyway, so Pastor says, Hushpuppi loved me when devilish Christians wanted my downfall. This was the excuse he gave for befriending this guy. He said the pastors were calling their guys in the media agencies and pulling their jobs from my hands. They were calling the radio station that I am working with to sack me, right? Controversial on-air personality daddyfreeze says he became friends with notorious internet fraudster Ramon Hushpuppi Abbas when Christians were attacking him for questioning some pastors' doctrines. Daddyfreeze, a critic of tithing, according to the Christian faith, came under attack for his relationship with Hushpuppi after the FBI indict in FBI's indictment of suspended police chief Abba Kyari in the multi-million-dollar fraud with Hushpuppi. Reacting to his critics in an Instagram video on Saturday, Daddyfreeze said the internet fraudster Hushpuppi loved him when Christians abandoned him in his time of need. Guys, when someone says, a scammer loved me, what do you think that means? When someone says, when everybody else abandoned me, a scammer loved me, what do you think that means? Do you think that means money exchanged hands? You think that, sorry guys, I'm just looking for something quickly. Where did it go? Okay, I found it. Right. So, what does it mean when he says, he loved me when nobody else did? He said, the church abandoned me in my difficult situation. The love that people like Hushpuppi have shown me, if I had gotten it from a church, if the church stood by me at my trying times, would I have answered Hushpuppi when he said there was a cab to come to take me to where he was? Daddyfreeze further said that Christian gospel artists and pastors boycotted events because of him, adding that some pastors, hey Soren, hey, some pastors called his employer to sack him just because he questioned their doctrines. Gospel musicians opted out of events because I was there. Church members and prayer warriors on social media were boycotting because I'm there. This guy was just crying victim, 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 victim. But when he's antagonizing, no, he's not the victim then. Okay, what we will do, we'll go and look at a quick video of our friend Hushpuppi, so you can have a little sense of who this guy was. Right? Then we'll go and look at the encounter between preacher and Nigerian prince. Okay. It's a show. It's a show. Give me 1 second. Let me share this.
Ramon Hushpuppi Abbas seemed to have it all. Shopping trips in Paris with stops at Gucci and Louis Vuitton, posing by his
Wait. Let me.
cars,
No.
his Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon, his Ferrari 488.
It's going a bit too fast. Sorry about that. I don't want it too fast. I want it just normal. Okay, here we go.
Ramon Hushpuppi Abbas seemed to have it all. Shopping trips in Paris with stops at Gucci and Louis Vuitton, posing by his pricey party cars, be it his Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon or his Ferrari 488 GTB, and showing off his birthday cake that depicted himself on top, surrounded by Fendi bags, were all common Instagram posts by this social media mogul. But here's the thing. All of Hushpuppi's wealth was fake. He had stolen millions from unsuspecting victims and fooled everyone. How did he do it? How long did he get away with it? Where is he now? Stick around to find out. So, just who was Hushpuppi before he was, well, Hushpuppi? Born Ramon Abbas in the city of Lagos, Nigeria, this social media influencer and future scammer grew up rather poor and made his living washing cars. His father was a cab driver, and his mother sold.
Okay, one thing I want you all to take into account is, some people can go from grass to grace, but they put in some work, right? They go to school, do a really good profession or something. They will do something to get themselves from being poor to being rich. Now, a very telling sign of one who is a scammer is 1 minute they're poor, the next minute they're rich. They haven't, it's not as though they have gone to some kind of school, some kind of something. I don't know. How do I? They haven't done anything particularly to get to being from being poor to being rich, right? That's in between. There's no in between. It's just from here to there. So in this guy's case, he grew up poor, right? Shani should have been friends with him. Oh, no, 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 no. No, Soren. Soren, absolutely not. Do you know the ladies that used to go hang out with this guy in Dubai? There's one lady in the US. What's her name now? China. China? I think her name is something China. Black lady China. I don't know. Oh, no, no, no. Shani. Not that kind. Those are telling signs. How did our preacher friend not know? Everyone, look, people didn't know exactly what he did. But people had an idea that this guy, his hands are not clean. How are you so wealthy and sure? Anyway, I'll let you guys watch. Just let's see.
Sold bread on the street. No doubt it was these humble beginnings that made Ramon dream of a better life. Unfortunately, he went about getting that better life in the entirely wrong way. Ramon was seduced by the dark underworld of internet scams and started working for a company called Yahoo Yahoo. Yes, you heard that right. This scam company took the name of the sole provider of the internet in Nigeria in a blatant attempt to confuse people. Unfortunately, this works, and people would indeed send over their money.
Nigerian Prince,
a journalist at The Cable, has opened up about the most common and successful scams that Yahoo Yahoo would orchestrate. He said the most common format involved pretending to be an American soldier stranded in Africa. They would send emails requesting money for help to people in America. Mr. Abbas apparently had a real knack for tricking people into sending money, but Abbas wanted more. He traveled to South Africa and met up with even more seedy scammers who taught him how to take his illegal activities to the next level, and Abbas succeeded. After his first big score, he went out and bought a Rolex.
Look at
and posted
this.
pictures of it online.
Look at
As
this.
time went on, the posts got more.
So you make some small money. The first thing you do, you buy Rolex. You're online just showing off.
Eccentric, and Ramon found he was gaining a following. These early Instagram posts
2.5
can be
million
traced back
people
to
on
2012.
Instagram.
Behind the scenes,
I never
Ramon was
followed
considered
this guy.
the ringleader
Never.
of an entire group of scammers, and he moved.
I never followed him. He was a questionable character. Didn't care what he had to say. Couldn't even speak properly. I hope you will get to hear him speak. Oh yeah, you will get to hear him speak.
Moved his operation to Malaysia and eventually the United Arab Emirates. Part of the appeal of his posts was absolutely Abbas's biting tone. An early post featuring the interior of his Rolls Royce was coupled with the caption, "This post is just to hurt my enemies."
This post is just to listen.
Another post which
Let me take
highlighted
that back. He said, "This post. This is some of the things he would
his
do.
Rolls
This
Royce was
to
coupled with the
taunt
caption,
people.
"This post is
See, this post is just to hurt my enemies." This was before our preacher friend decided to be friends with this guy. You're a preacher preaching God's word, and here you are befriending somebody like this. I mean, you can be friends with whoever you want, but you realize that if you roll in the mud, right, with pigs, you'll be dirty too, right? You will definitely be muddy too. Be friends with whoever you want, but oh, he got a real backlash. The pastor did. Well, preacher, pastor, I don't know what he calls himself. So now, for somebody who is rich, why would you need to show off your wealth? Someone who really has got it, why would you need to show it off? There's no need. Look at someone like Bill Gates, right? Look at Elon Musk. I mean, I've never seen Elon Musk do something like this. I haven't seen loads of pictures of Elon Musk, but the few I've seen, I've never seen this sort of thing. Bill Gates, I've never seen him do this.
Just to hurt my enemies. Another post which highlighted a beautifully arranged meal came with the text, "Hope y'all ate today." And his followers, they ate it up. They started referring to Ramon as Boss Man Hush, and soon Abbas had garnered 2.5 million Instagram followers under his moniker, Hushpuppi. Online, everything seemed legit. Hushpuppi would post in front of private jets, and when a representative from private jet charter company Jetex was questioned about whether or not these photos were real, they responded that Abbas did indeed fly with them. Similarly, an employee at the Lux Dubai Mall was questioned about Hushpuppi's lavish shopping sprees. He was quoted as saying he was in here every day. So, what was Hushpuppi buying? Well, to put it bluntly, anything and everything he wanted. Abbas loved cars. Posts showed off his $1.7 million A Bugatti, his $330,000 2020 Rolls-Royce Cullinan, his $200,000 Bentley Bentayga SUV, and a $330,000 Rolls-Royce Wraith. Abbas happily flaunted his watch and clothes collections as well. Abbas sported $150,000 Rolex watches, tracksuits from Gucci totaling $3,000, Burberry shirts and pants worth well over $1,500, and t-shirts from Louis Vuitton, which cost $880, paired with Supreme pants worth $1,500. But it didn't stop there. Posts showing off Dior and Fendi were also the norm, including one birthday post that showcased Hushpuppi's cake, which featured none other than a miniature of Hushpuppi himself surrounded by Fendi bags. A store where you can drop $10,000 on a beige blouson jacket. Many online sources claimed Hushpuppi had amassed a net worth of over $4 billion. And honestly, we see why people thought that. Check out this video of Abbas spraying a crowd with $100 bills at DeVito's brother's wedding. When questioned about where his wealth came from, Hushpuppi would simply answer he was a real estate developer, but the numbers didn't add up. Something was wrong here, and the FBI took notice. Abbas even one time slipped a hint of the source of his true wealth in this Instagram post, where he told his followers that he was a beggar by profession. This was closer to the truth than anyone could have imagined. In reality, Hushpuppi's wealth was amassed by a scheme called money laundering. He would use the internet to trick innocent victims into wiring him their money, thinking the money would be going towards something else. In reality, it went right into the pockets of Mr. Abbas. Abbas's victims included a New York law firm where an unsuspecting paralegal was duped into transferring $922,857.
Guys, look at that amount. Look at that amount. New York law firm. 922,850. Wait. Yeah. 922,857,000. Close to $1 million.
Dollars straight into Abbas's bank account.
Right into his bank account.
Bank was also scammed by Hushpuppi in the amount of $14.7 million in February of 2019, when Hushpuppi's team gained access to the bank's computer network. They then sent fake messages requesting money orders. But their biggest score would have undoubtedly been from an unnamed English Premier League club in the amount of
Wow.
$124 million. However, it was never released if this scam was successful or not. At the height of Hushpuppi's fraud, he and his team were easily gaining $1 million
Some
to
of his
$5 million
clothes,
per scam. And
some
this
of
would
his
happen about
clothes
once or twice a
were
week. But all that came to an
horrendous.
end in 2020. In June of 2020,
Look at him
SWAT
when
teams
he was
arrived at
arrested.
Abbas's
Look at
Dubai
this.
home located at the exclusive
Oh, this picture circulated the internet. This picture, oh, it was beautiful. To see the show off, he did not see it coming at all. Turns out the FBI had been watching him for a long time. Mm, mm, mm. That's his arrest picture right there. Oh, I love this
and
particular
this
one.
would
Look
happen
at him.
about once or twice a week.
Belly
But all that
hanging.
came
Look
to
at
an
him.
end
Look at
in
look at
2020. In June of
look at
2020, SWAT teams arrived.
look at that. They took everything. The SWAT team. They took everything. Hmm. God. They seized all the laptops, seized all the everything. Now, people reckon that he has saved up quite a lot. So whenever he gets out, there's loads of money waiting for him. If people are of the opinion that he has kept a lot of it in cryptocurrency where no one can have access to it. So whatever how many years he does in prison in the US, whenever he's released, his money is waiting for him.
Arrived at Abbas's Dubai home located at the exclusive Palazzo Versace. Behind the scenes, the FBI had been quietly investigating who was behind these massive scams. And by analyzing not only text messages, but get this, Abbas's social media posts, they were able to get the information they needed to secure an arrest. Let that sink in for a second. The very medium that Abbas loved to flex on became the very thing that led to his downfall. The FBI were able to secure not only the contact information for Mr. Abbas from his gram, but the icing on the cake came from a certain birthday post where Rahman had a mini figurine of himself surrounded by Fendi bags. This post allowed investigators to verify his date of birth and track him to a visa application. The team now had all they needed. When the SWAT team arrived, they found not only designer goods, but millions of dollars in cash. In fact, when it was all said and done, $40 million in cash, 47 smartphones, and 13 vehicles were apprehended. They also found over 2 million email addresses of potential victims. Now, the influencer known as Hushpuppi is no more. He and his group of criminal conspirators are accused of running internet scams that netted a total of $456 million. Abbas was expelled from the United Arab Emirates and was flown first to Chicago for holding before being transferred to Los Angeles. Here, the Central District of California will be handling the prosecution. We'd say it's going to be a long, long time before the world ever sees a post from one of Hushpuppi's accounts again.
Well, he has since been prosecuted, and I think he bagged. Let's see, how many years did he bag? Hushpuppi jail sentence. Ah, Hushpuppi was sentenced to 11 years in prison over money laundering conspiracy, and was also ordered by a federal judge to pay $1.7 million in restitution to two fraud victims. So yes, 11 years. I think that was in 2021 or 22. So let's see. Hush Puppy gets over 11-year jail term. Okay. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Hush Puppy had a fun few years. He did. And those years were very short lived. Very short lived, right? Now, guys, we're going to go over and go and check out what the encounter was like between a preacher and a scammer before he was arrested. Okay? And you tell me that this preacher didn't had no clue that the friend you chose to associate with was a scammer. You didn't know that. Only a preacher who's of shady character would choose somebody like this as a friend. What has he got to offer you that your God cannot provide for you? Okay, let's go and have a look at this one. 1.7 million is nothing compared to what, of course, nothing.
Birthday. We're at Burberry.
So that's the clown there.
And we're celebrating 8 months.
Wishing you many, many happy returns. And it's a very delicious cake.
It's a very delicious cake.
Our preacher friend, you may not really see him. He's in the back. He's the one recording, right? Exclusive. This was his exclusive. Everybody wanted to know, what does Hushpuppi's home look like in the Versace mansions? I think the Versace Palazzo mansion, whatever, in Dubai. And here he comes with the exclusive. Even watermarks it, right? Him and that's his wife there. The preacher.
Amen.
Amen. I receive it. Amen.
Prayers for a new Arabic wife.
I just wanted to use the stairs.
Yes. I thought we were going down.
I hope all the people in this video, I hope all of them, they bury their head in shame. Look at him.
So more unveiling of gifts.
Hey, Brian. I love that
Look at him. Look at.
The birthday boy himself.
Now our preacher is in his car with his wife. You see, luxury. What is a race? I don't know what a race is. What is that? Is that a car?
Dr. Harry. And Hush is here. Hush. They say you go buy Ferrari.
Yeah, you know. Like, they know. I drive every day back to back. Every day back.
Let's say Ferrari is still their website.
You can't go post there saying, this guy is available online. Though. This guy did not.
Okay, guys, I'm going to slow it down a little bit so you can hear him speak. Okay, he couldn't even put sentences together. He couldn't speak eloquently. Not that it matters, right? Because English is not the everyday language, right? English is probably his second language. But it just goes to show that he's not learned at all. He's not, probably hasn't gone to school. There's no evidence that he went to any sort of, you see, guys, I don't think you have to go to school to make it in life. No. But there must be some traces of how you got to where you got to, right? How did you go from here 0 to 10? You don't just jump from 0 to 10 just like that.
I'll buy the car. How do that? I live in Dubai. I know how these people do. They are fake like how they look say. How? What's the difference between better people and poor people? Sense. Because I don't understand where we know the tax the balancing. You understand? Because some things when they reason as normal something. I'm going fear say let's if you see that same thing, something wrong.
That's the Nigerian prince,
about the
guys.
same when you see say I from the this now. Now on top here again. Some kind people go come see that same thing. Say they say. So where the balance in the day? I know they
I don't
understand.
even know what he's talking
Before they
about.
bother me, I don't want to react. I'm not realize that. If me say I'm not careful, this people go give me high blood pressure. Only you go argue which one says. This I become like mad person. So now why I give up on those people. I just give up on Nigeria.
When I drive the Ferrari, they go see whether I still get dealership.
Oh, now
Don't say I can't carry and
do you know one thing I really don't like about Nigerians, commenters, and all this people who feel they know too much. When they suspect.
Okay, guys. So what he's doing here, he's talking about the people. Every time he was showing off his wealth and showing off his stuff, there were people who were actively in his chat. You know, they had something to say. For the most part, most people were like, "Ah, boss man, you're the best. We respect you." You know, there were people who worshipped him, but then there were people that were like, "This is not." So he has things to say about those people. But you must understand that this one recording here, this is the preacher man right here, the Jesus guy right here. Some of you may not know why this is relevant. Hang on. Let me see if I can find you the video where this preacher tells us that he is in fact called by God. Wait, give me 1 second. Channel, my videos. Okay, let me go show you. Give me 1 second.
I will continue debunking errors.
Okay, listen to this, right? Okay, so this is him, right?
Gun to my head. I will continue preaching the true word of God.
With a gun to
I will
his
continue
head.
debunking errors.
With a gun to his head, he will continue preaching the word of God and pointing out the errors in let him take it away.
In Christian teachings
In
with the
Christian
scriptures. I have called several times for debates. You don't agree with what I'm saying? Debate. When Bishop Oyedepo said something I didn't agree with, I brought out the scriptures. He quoted from the book of Ephesians chapter 5.
I'm here to point finger in the eye of the teachers of the religious law.
That's
the thieves.
sure to point
the liars.
eyes in the he puts points.
Somebody said, Daddy Freeze, open up and tell us the men of God you currently respect in Nigeria. I respect all of them. I just try to correct them when I see that they are off the scriptures. My understanding of the scriptures is peculiar. Maybe because I've not touched anybody's money.
So his understanding
I
of
can
the
preach the message the way I see.
peculiar.
There's some messages I preach.
Hey,
Even my
look
good
at
friends
number
who follow
one. Hello.
The deepest messages of Christianity.
So you heard him. The deepest messages of Christianity, right? Now, let's go and check him out. Our preacher friend who preaches the deepest messages in Christianity, right? He's the one here now recording. All right.
And quickly jump to a conclusion and go and write something bad about that stuff. When they now see, oh, this guy they drive the car every day, this guy collect the number. Dubai now open a public information, everything. If you carry the number plates, check out for RTA website. You see, this car, see owner name, see this person name. Once they can't realize that kind of thing, they will never go back to correct themselves.
That's the thing. They want to write that nonsense.
And they're not put that for rent like
suspicious. They went back to that same page where they commented like, "Oh, that guy saw it on business."
They know they find fault in themselves. They know they find fault, but to find fault in another person. But when they come do wrong, they know they go back go correct themselves.
People are
I'm misleading now.
Wrongly.
For you, they won't catch you winch. Say, this guy went there and saying buy Ferrari. If they mislead you now,
the rent
see now 10 months. Why don't own my Chibi?
No, you know any cars where on for Instagram now, all these cars are rented per day.
Per day.
Yeah. So can you imagine?
Baba, it is, you know that if those cars are rented per day, you by now you have paid more than the price.
See the ownership certificate of my Ferrari. All of them inside my wallet.
The ownership certificate of his Ferrari.
You challenge me. Sure, I know.
Because all of this is because people were saying that the Ferrari doesn't belong to him, it is rented, it is all these things and blah blah blah. So he's now saying, oh, they talk online, they don't have a clue what they're talking about. Okay.
I better will fight.
You know what time I saw some comments on Instagram always saying they're renting Rolls Royce.
He's renting a Rolls Royce.
They don't know the price. But I don't know $5,000 for one day. 5,000.
Yes.
You know, people that come to buy them.
Yes. At least let's average. Let's say 3,000 dirham a day. I've owned that car for 10 months because I actually owned that car. 90. I actually bought that car a very long time before posting that car.
10 months is 900,000. 10 months is 900,000.
No, but Baba, the kick plate get your name.
Huh?
You can put kick plate for rented car.
No.
That engraved kick plate.
Nigerians no pass through. We wouldn't go for the use the better motto. Person with nobody for their generation.
Don't see that kind of thing.
Don't enter that kind of to talk less of the owner. But they tell you saying I still how you pay for them.
Baba, that thing, you know even people that for Tokumbo, that kick plate, it has to be brand new.
Only them go make up something for their head because Nigerians they like to give their own definition.
Yes, only them go set question. Only them go sit down for the exam. Only them go mark the script.
So
only them go pass it.
When they give their own, when they reach their own conclusion, say this guy not fit be like this. There's nothing you want to do.
You notice that he can't put together. His English is broken. Now, no problem with that. There really is no problem with speaking broken English. It's a way of communication over in Nigeria. It's a way of communication. But he's disparaging the people who have something to say about his wealth, right? Because now he's saying, you can speak all these things about me, but I'm the rich one, you're the poor one. You got nothing, and I have it all. That's what this right here is about. Our preacher is right here supporting all of this. He's saying, yes, you will soon, just give me a minute, you will soon hear.
As long as it not fit into their own
understanding.
Yes. See, I'll tell you something for free. A lot of people, millions of people from that place, they never reach this place where they know. If you tell them the price of this Fendi rug, for them it will be unrealistic.
Fendi rug, guys. Fendi
it will be unrealistic. They go ask you how much be land for a polo.
It's saying that the people over in Nigeria, so many of them have never even had the chance to travel out of Nigeria. If you go and tell them how much the price of the Fendi rug is, oh gosh, they will not believe it. Fendi rug.
It will be unrealistic.
It will be unrealistic.
Unrealistic.
See that MS or Sweden does that please. They tell you the price. And they can't tell you food.
MS.
Dr. Harry, thank you for this hosting. Birthday boy.
I'm trying to buy very fit a bit every day.
Lovely spicy rice.
Very spicy, nice.
Taste buds. You're resting today. You're not okay.
Yes. And enjoy my break.
Special dinner for Hushpuppi.
Yes, sir.
They use food beggars for where we they come. Hushpuppi no great job. Now this talking just they shout. Don't be play.
I swear.
Then they use the food beggars.
10 times in the whole month.
Okay, here we go. This is where the bragging starts.
Hushpuppi's driver is on 700K a month. You know that are abusing him. You are working houseboy work. They are paying you 35,000. You go on Instablog and abuse.
This is our prophet now, guys. The Jesus representative of Jesus is the one talking now. Talking to the people who are questioning this man's wealth. He's saying to them that this guy's driver. I wonder where he's driving to when he's at home behind computers scamming. That his driver earns way more than most of those people. His cook earns way more, right? But there they are. They're busy questioning and poking holes and trying to come after this guy. Jesus always needs more money. Yes.
The salary my driver collects.
His driver.
Yeah, commission and salary.
Wow. So his driver earns as much as a commissioner in Nigeria.
Show now they hear. All of them they abuse.
They collect cleaner. That's 250,000. Driver they collect 700,000. So
instead of make you beg us, maybe if you use your papa to driver.
They're not going to be.
But not true now. Your papa dey village, you no get work. You go to social media, they abuse.
How much bank manager?
Collect fucking salary down. Have you taste buds? How you feel? He plumb.
So wishing you many, many more happy returns. Thank you for the hospitality.
Okay.
That's it.
See, that's his driver. Everybody.
Happy birthday, Hush. Now you they do better. Now we they enjoy.
Prophet Jesus person is about to get into the car. Okay, guys, look at the cars. Now this is the house. The next day.
Welcome to my small house.
I'm one of the few people that can catch Hushpuppi when he never shower. Hush. I don't see house for my life. This one day different too.
Okay, guys, everything in the house is by Versace, down to the spoons, the cups, the dustbin, the floor, the furniture, everything. This is the exclusive that our dear preacher and Jesus representative is presenting to the world. This is the caliber. This is the people that have come to clean up Christianity. You heard him. I showed you the video of him, right? This guy, yeah, is the one talking. Wait, let me take you back again. You can see this here. He's the one here. This same guy is the one. This one.
Gun to my head.
With a gun to his head. He will teach the
I will continue debunking errors in Christian teachings with the scriptures. I have called several times for debates.
Okay.
You don't agree with what I'm saying? Debate. When Bishop Oyedepo said something I didn't agree with, I brought out the scriptures. He quoted from the book of Ephesians chapter 5.
I'm here to point finger in the eye of the teachers of the religious law.
Okay.
They're thieves. They're liars.
Somebody said, daddyfreeze, open up and tell us the men of God you currently respect in Nigeria. I respect all of them. I just try to correct them when I see that they are off the scriptures.
Off the scriptures.
My understanding of the scriptures is peculiar. Maybe because I've not touched anybody's money, I can preach the message the way I see. There's some messages I preach. Even my good friends won't follow me. The deepest.
Look out for number one. There's some messages that he preaches. People won't follow. He teaches the deepest Christian message.
Messages
the deepest
of Christianity.
The deepest messages of Christianity. You heard him, right? Okay, so let's see. Now he's the same person telling us about someone, everything in the house is by Versace, down to the spoons, the cups, the dustbin, the floor, everything. Okay.
Sparkling. Yes, but okay.
This is the scamming center. It's called ICGCs. Okay.
Hushpuppi himself. Taste buds.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Is that the t-shirt
Very
he was
few of us have
arrested
the rare
in?
privilege of seeing Hushpuppi before he has his bath. Everybody else is inside Balenciaga. Family is different from friendship. Ashiri,
Yes.
don't be.
Yes.
All right. Here my flow, Lord. What's up, Sean?
Thank you, Sam.
Taste buds.
I'm about to drink a glass of champagne.
All right. Champagne in Versace glasses. Click, click.
Mhm.
Cheers.
Yeah,
To
cheers.
the good life.
To the good life. Guys, only a few weeks later, this guy was arrested.
Okay.
Like this. It's not even my YouTube video.
Guys, let me tell you, this video, I'm surprised that he still left it up. Many people are of the opinion that the FBI, they used, well, whatever they were looking for, they used this video. Because before now, there was no access to his home. He just would show off that he was living in the Versace mansions, right?
We would have actually done a YouTube video, but the timing was wrong.
Lagos diabetic jog.
We
Okay,
didn't get the
so
timing
Ren,
right and too many
thank you.
activities. See the white marble. King Hush.
White House.
Make I carry my champagne, I leave am for down.
Oh, Versace. Look at this.
Wow. So this is your pool here.
I don't even know if to fall in love with the pool or the club.
Whoa. Rooftop pool.
Rooftop pool, guys.
Just peeping and see the sneakers, small. I'm not going to show you too much.
Ah, sneakers collection.
Anything that happens here is between you and God.
Anything.
Look at the view down.
Let me take a.
Now,
That's just my
That's
champagne
very
glass. So from here you can see the Burj. Let me zoom in so you guys can see the Burj. That's the Burj right there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the puppy right here. Whoa. Let's take a look at that. Look at that pool. Oh, this place be like Vegas. Taste buds. Click more champagnes.
Honestly.
One day we'll reach here.
Amen. It's a good life.
Oh well, we are here.
There's a statement
That's one
he's
more
going
quick
to
look.
make, right? When we get there, then I
See the shoe
think
collection.
we'll be done with this show of shame.
No, man.
Something I would need you all to listen to this preacher say.
This can't be real. This pool is nicer than my estate pool.
Don't even get me annoyed. Our ethic pool has nothing on this.
Come on, man. Hush, can we come?
yes, please. I wanted to open so you can come from this side.
Nah, fam. Hey.
Hey, Kitty, where have you been? I haven't seen you in a while.
So when you wake up in the morning, you press the remote
Hope
control,
you have
see
been
your
well.
pool, and then you see the world, and then you go back to sleep.
Real sunlight.
Hey, Taye, hello.
And that's your bathroom.
Yes.
Has any camera ever come into this bathroom?
No, never.
About this now, first in, you get to see.
I'm good, thank you, Taye. I'm talking about your friend Freeze and Hushpuppi.
This is
Hey, Dean Kruger, hello. Oh, you got a new job as a cashier.
But I didn't get exclusive,
It's busier than
Yeah.
when I was there. Oh, Kitty, I'm
Omo.
glad to hear that.
As you just
Glad
peep
to hear
inside,
that.
you go see Fendi, you must see Balenciaga, you must see them. Man, just
For those of you just joining, let me just give a quick breakdown of what we're watching. So we've got a preacher over in Nigeria who reckons that it's his duty to clean up Christianity. God has set him aside, specially giving him a unique message to poke his hand in the eyes of religious leaders. He doesn't hate the religious leaders, but it's his duty to clean it up. He started off challenging these men. You've got it wrong. You've got it wrong. You're scamming the people. You're stealing from the people. And then all of a sudden, he comes on stream. It was his birthday. Only 2 people gave him a gift. He was so upset. That only 2 people out of all the people listening to him online gave him a gift. And he says, you all deserve the pastors you get. No wonder your pastors and preachers behave the way they do to you. You deserve your scammer pastors, right? And after then, his message started to change a little bit. The pastors that he was antagonizing, he started becoming friends with them. Not only friends with them, with scammers. These persons whose house he's in, everyone sussed that this guy's wealth could not have come from a genuine place. But here is our preacher friend in his home in Dubai, showing off his wealth. Guess what, guys? This guy who you're seeing here right now as we speak is sentenced to 11 years for fraud, for money laundering and all the other things. He was extradited from Dubai to the US. He defrauded the US government during the pandemic. Money that was meant for the people that that needed that money in America during the pandemic. This guy scammed. It's not long after this show of shame here, this guy, just a few weeks later, he was arrested. Oh, you was on my live TikTok yesterday? Oh, thank you. I enjoy your TikTok every time. Oh, wow, Taye, thank you. I didn't see you. I didn't see you in the chat. TikTok is a real... TikTok is something else.
waking up to this pool.
Guys, if you... I'm on TikTok too. Same name, the Afro Atheist. I recently discovered TikTok, and let me just tell you, Ooh.
Champagne in your hand. About this no be lucky, you. Hey, and we not going to wear the same size. Oh boy.
A man who is not married. Look at him.
Boy.
You would think that you'd be thinking about the future, thinking about... Yes, I'm following you on Taye. I'm following you. I like some of your... I've been... Some of your videos are...
Tell me about this arrangement.
I've been enjoying your videos. I've now been reposting your videos as well, if you notice.
Nike Off-White collaborations.
Look at Nike Off. You see? This is the thing, guys. Money is good. Money is good. Right? Good to have money. Then you can do whatever you want to do. You can travel, you can, go places, you can do whatever you want. But when that money is gotten by very crooked means, what will end up happening is that money cannot be used for something worthwhile because of how you have gotten that. Look at this is somebody who's got 2 legs, can only wear 1 pair of shoes at any given point in time. One kind of shoe, he has loads of it in different... thousands spent on material things. None of these things he was taking with him. You saw the video how he was arrested, right? Hand on his back, big tummy out with his belly hanging out. who came from nowhere. They swooped in on him and his friends. Terrible.
These are the Air Force Ones. These are the Air Maxes, Air Max, Air Max, Air Max. And this, the same shoes.
Yeah.
And I have the same shoes in different colors in over 10 or 15 colors.
Where are
The
these
exact
shoes
same
now?
shoes.
All
This is not joking.
confiscated.
It's the exact same Chanel.
Our pastor friend is the one in the back talking.
Whoa. And something else there.
Another toilet here.
Yes. And something people have. I have a private sauna.
A private sauna.
Yes, in my house.
Private sauna.
With some shisha going on.
Yeah, because.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So I'm in the sauna right now with some champagne.
Yes.
Hey!
Yes,
See the temperature?
Scam the hard
Regulation.
workers.
Nah, fam. This is not how we roll. This is how we want to roll.
Guys, scammers will scam. Scammers will scam. But how do preachers of the gospel openly and blatantly support scammers and claim that his source of wealth is none of your business? Because that's what he was saying, that it's not his business to ask him where he's getting his money from. His is just to go visit. He's my friend, let me go visit. That was his how he defended this show of shame here before he was arrested anyway. He had to come and give a disclaimer. He had to come and do a video after he was arrested. I might look into that video. I've never watched it before, but I might look into it. So, scammers, let them scam. They scam, that's what they do. But when you have pastors now supporting the scammers, I don't know what kind of message you got to say again after this. I don't know. Tayo, you said, do you see how this guy enjoys money that he did not work for? Make me look like I did not work harder. Tayo, it's really, it's terrible. You make people that work hard will look at this and they'll feel so, like their life is nothing. How can I work so hard and get nothing? And then this one just comes from nowhere and just makes big money. But anyway, he's in jail now, so.
I am just loving the view.
I know you're a view person.
I don't even want to see anything. Let me just be looking out forever. It's so beautiful.
Babe, you need to come and see the view from where he sees it from. As in, forget that view.
I'm a view person.
See, when he wakes up in the morning, this is his view from his bed.
And let me tell you something very interesting.
Tell us.
You can go into the bathroom, use sponge and soap, and wash yourself, and you can run outside and just jump.
I don't want to see you.
No, it's very, very private. Like,
Oh my
the whole
goodness.
penthouse. No camera,
And this is the
nothing.
kind of pool I like overflowing.
The water is beautiful. The water is.
From the bathroom.
You don't do it before.
Yes, many times.
This is overflowing.
It's all mine.
Oh yeah.
All mine.
Penthouse, rooftop, Palazzo Versace. You know easy.
I
This one, I don't have to say it to my mouth. I'm going online and say it.
They should go online and price.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Oh, yeah? Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
For life. It's a rental for this place.
For just one.
So this is an estate in Osapa, London. 91 person they stay for only 1 year.
That you want it to.
You will hand it over to your generation with C
your
of O.
children, they will say, Baba Pure,
Ofiduki Ale. Oh boy. This is another side of Dubai. This is where I want to sit down and close business deals.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh, it's like
Our preacher friend says this is where he wants to sit and be closing business deals. Guys, listen to the next statement. The very next statement he's about to make. Just listen to this one.
for only 1 year.
Listen.
That you want it to.
You will hand it over to your generation. We see your vote.
Children, they'll say, Baba cool, they don't feel it.
Ofiduki ale. Oh boy. This is another side of Dubai. This is why I want to sit down and close business deals.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, it's like I go start to collect tithes from my people. Make person if join you.
A preacher friend just said, Hush, it looks as if I'm going to start asking my people for tithes. This is the person that was criticizing those men of God for collecting tithes. That he said anyone who is collecting a tithe is a goat. That's what he said. He came after the tithing doctrine. But here he is. When he sees wealth, he says, I need to start collecting tithes so I can be just like you, rich like you. Just wow. Man of the cloth saying, now I should go against everything I've taught, everything I've fought against because I want to be rich. You see, love, hello. Sole is going to take a bit to catch up. Oh, no worries, no worries. I'm so sorry, guys. I had to postpone this live stream twice tonight. I went out with a couple of friends and, it just went completely. I had a fun time. I had a fun time. I did. But I couldn't escape. I couldn't leave. So I'm so sorry. So sorry.
Chai. I'm just turning around. I can't get enough. Now this pool. Turning on my own. All right, guys. I promised to get you the exclusives. How I do it, I don't know.
How he does it.
Hush is my family. I never wanted to bring out my camera, but he said, what?
That's a big
Today bring out camera. I said, oh, wow, nice.
That's a lie.
Taste buds, I feel like throwing you inside this water. Sean. But it's actually really cool. And you look around you.
What's cool like the exclusivity?
When they say when you are singing that nobody can see you, only God can see you. Now this place that they talk about.
Only God
can catch you.
You know the nice part?
Yeah.
On top of this place, you have a tennis court.
Oh, wow. Tennis court up there.
Well, we Africans, we don't use all those facilities.
So there's a tennis court here.
Okay, let's see what else. Tennis courts. What else? Now let's talk religion. Okay, so this is my favorite subject. Okay, let's talk religion. So let's see what we're going to talk about.
Church, our own are like this. Islam everywhere is
Islam.
You understand? You will read the same Quran and it's
but
the
Christianity.
Same. Even in the Quran, it teaches you to do religion according to your own understanding. You understand? They won't force you to follow how anybody tell you, you have to dip your head inside this. If you are doing it that way, it's on you. Because you refused to read the book yourself.
God bless you.
You understand? Because this is the major problem that people have. You see that book that this person read and became a pastor or imam. These people will fail to read it. And there's this thing with life. You can read this thing and you can understand it like this. Yes. If this person read, we understand like this. So do you have your own understanding at all? Or you will just follow Afa say, Sheikh say, Pastor say? Most of us in this generation, we are following Afa say, my pastor say.
You never hear?
We don't have our own.
The God of Oyedepo is one side. The God of Adebo is one side.
This is the major reason why I followed Islam. Being that my father is a Muslim and my mother is a Catholic Christian.
Now, growing up, didn't your parents try to push you to one side?
No, never. Not even for once. Not even for
So if
once.
you decide to say, this Sunday you want to go church?
If you want, I'll try it now. If I call my popsi now,
Okay, let's put it to test. I swear, he will give you the freedom to do what you like, how
What
you
about
like
your
it.
mom? If you tell your mom,
The same thing. They will never argue with you. From when we're getting to 18 years.
So
Oh,
our scammer guy. Our scammer guy is talking about his upbringing, right? That daddy is a Muslim, mom's a Catholic, but they never forced him to choose whichever one he wants to do. But he prefers to lean on he prefers Islam, right? So, but they didn't force him to choose. So now he's trying to prove the point. He's ringing his dad, right, to find out whether daddy, I don't know what's about to ask his dad, but he's trying to prove something here, right? So we're now onto the subject of, just so you can have a feel, those preachers, what they do in their spare time, right? Who they mingle with in their spare time.
Ṣé ìgbà tá kéré ẹ fọ́ọ̀sì wá pé ẹ̀sìn báyìí ní ká ṣe àbẹ́sìn báyìí ní ká má ṣe torí pé Muslim lẹ́yìn Christian ni.
He's asking his dad, when I was younger, did you ever force me to go to the mosque and do Islam? And his father said, no, I never forced you. Never forced you. Mm-mm. Everybody has the right to do whatever they want to do.
Okay. Èjì wo lẹ ti sọ fún everybody pé gbọ́dọ̀ ṣẹ̀sìn tó bá wù? Àti èjì wo ni everybody lè ti ṣẹ̀sìn tó bá wù tẹ fún wa ní free hand ẹ̀? Àti èjì wo lẹ ti sọ fún wa pé nǹkan tó bá wù ẹ́ ẹ̀sìn tó bá yí ẹ ni kò ṣe?
At what age did you tell us to choose whatever we want?
From 18 nílé wa o lè ṣe ẹni ẹ̀sìn tó bá ti yí ẹ. Èyí tó bá yí ẹ jù, my dad will tell you, ẹ̀sìn tó bá yí ẹ jù ni kò ṣe. Èyí tó bá rí ó wà convenient fún ẹ. Ṣé you understand? It's not like torí pé mi mo bí ẹ dandan o gbọ́dọ̀ forí balẹ̀. Ṣé you understand? So that's how it is in our home. Ẹ ṣe kò sí problem, I'll pay you padà later. That's how things are in my home. You understand? My parents will never tell you, títí kan future ambition wa, ọmọ máa sọ fún ẹ, tí ìwé yìí yóò bá yí ẹ mọ́ tètè sọ. Má fọ́ọ̀sì ara ẹ. Tó bá rí pé o ní passion fún nǹkan kan, o lè tún rédíò ṣe, o lè ṣe kinní kan, nǹkan kan. Technical school wà, kò lọ. Má jẹ́ ká fọ́ọ̀sì ẹ lọ sí tọ́tí máa da kòbókòbó ẹ yìí. Torí pé o mọ kinní, ọmọ á máa da kòbókòbó ẹ lójoojúmọ́. Jẹ́ ká tètè yọ ẹ́ ń bẹ̀, ká fi ẹ́ síbi tó ti máa yí ẹ, tọ́rọ̀ yìí máa ti jọ wọ̀. You understand? So,
man, your dad was so liberal and so exposed.
It's because
he's
people are
trying to
even here. That's why
explain
I talk to him as if we are friends. We talk. Oh yeah,
that's how I talk to him.
He calls me chairman. Yeah, that's how we just we talk. Today we've talked about 2 or 3 times today. You understand? So
that's how close I am to my own dad.
Exactly. So the way people do things this way, I really feel it's very, very different from how.
And my dad too is Muslim. My mom
really,
is Catholic.
Really,
yes.
You see.
My dad, on the other hand, wanted us to be Muslim, but we first fight, then eventually we come settle.
Going on and on and on.
Maybe I wake up from sleep. If I have a meeting or something, sometimes I realize I can shout Jesus, or maybe Jesus, or sure,
Yeah.
But if I'm settled. And I'm like, clearly, no, I will still be like, you understand? But everything.
Bottom line, what he's saying, depending on what he's feeling, you can call Jesus today. Tomorrow is the Islamic. So he just pick and choose whatever day, right? He's a mixture of both. It goes back to your intentions.
People say different things in different languages, different form and all that. And
meanwhile, the only reason why this preacher is sitting here, listening to this, accepting all of this, is because look, this guy is wealthy, right? This is money speaking. Preacher can't say anything. Preacher's mouth is tied up. We can't say anything.
Is the intention behind what they are saying that God picks, not in whatever language, whatever way they are saying it. You understand? So one way or the other, I believe religion is not something that is supposed to bring kata wahala. But people force it. People.
Anarchy. It should be peaceful.
God love me more than a lot of pastors. God love me more than a lot of imams.
I know agree.
God love me more than them. Me and God, we have good relationship than a lot of these people.
Should pray especially for you to make it, or the pastor should pray especially for you to make it. Well, all God is in us.
God is in us.
Only my balance on the one time oh Lord, I read in the DHL. So my local no. I have a good relationship. My heart is pure.
Ever pay him before?
No, me, Lord Church is level. See, I mean,
so 20% I do
a lot of good that even social media don't have to know about. You know, recently I wanted to. You see, there's this post about this guy that it was posted on NYSC and started building furniture for the kids in that school to be able to sit.
Yeah, isn't that about that guy that we brought on the platform?
Do you know? I wanted to make a post about this. And why didn't the government even back this guy, empower him to be able? He has the knowledge to make furniture. He's educated. He's serving the government. Why can't you empower him, make him register a company, give him a contract to rehabilitate?
Guys, I'm going to spare you all the shenanigans, right? All of this here. I'm going to spare you all so that you don't label your ears. The guy can't even speak. Can't even put sentences together. But scamming, he was quite good at, right? But for now, let me show you. Okay, let's go and look at the video after Hushpuppi was arrested. People came after this preacher man. Why did you go to his house? Why were you showing off? Why were you assisting him to disparage the Nigerian people? We all knew, we sussed it. Why didn't you suss? Why didn't you, right? Oh, he has so many reasons. But here, this is the video he decides to put out after he was arrested.
Hi guys, I'm Daddy Freeze, convener of the Free the Sheeple movement and leader of the Free Nation in Christ. I greet you and I bring glad tidings. My attention has been drawn to a lot of stuff said online regarding my relationship with Hushpuppi, and I'm here to address it.
Go on.
I shouldn't normally, but I can see that it's creating a lot of misconception. It's creating a lot of nonsense. Let me start with this. I'm going to show you a video that was recorded a year ago during my live show on Cool FM at that time. We had a show called After Dark, and on that show that day with me was Naomi, Crystal, and Princess. And the previous day, we had talked about Hushpuppi's income. And Naomi was like, we don't know what his income was. So I got Hushpuppi on the phone and we discussed his income. And we had a whole video recorded live in the studio during a show that was broadcast live to a live audience, and the entire show was more or less spent discussing Hushpuppi's income, or what he said his income was.
Thank God I did not say he was doing anything that was not right, right? All I was just saying is I didn't know his source of income, but thank God for that call that clarified things with me.
Guys, Naomi was talking to Hushpuppi on the phone yesterday for like 5 minutes.
Exactly. So he told me a couple of things that he does to generate his money, and it's cool, right? It's really cool. It's really cool that he
cleared the air.
Yes, he cleared the air. Now I can't come out and say,
oh, he cleared the air. He lied. He lied to you about his source of wealth. Hushpuppi was sitting down there behind the computers typing pim, 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 pim. Nigerian prince. So they questioned him and he lied. Guys, how is this guy still a preacher of the gospel? How is this?
I don't know what he does for his
preaching
anything again. Now I know. Now he has said it, so I can't be out there saying, "Oh, I don't know."
So do you want to give him your account number now? And Naomi,
I'm just glad he has come out. He told me, right? He said
so you spoke to Hushpuppi, my
I spoke to Hushpuppi. I mean,
wow.
Nice. He was
how do I create controversy? So that
he was so nice to actually make it clear, and actually he doesn't even owe anybody an explanation.
Naomi, you're not saying this.
Yes, no, but he actually doesn't owe me an explanation. I mean, I think he just did it because of you and talking about which I appreciate the fact that he tried to clarify it. It's a good thing, right? So,
but I have a confession about Hushpuppi. I'm unfollowed Hushpuppi on every social media.
Why? He's
Because
only
he
on
was tensioning
Instagram.
me. He was
He's
on my
only on
Snapchat
Instagram.
and Instagram.
Okay.
I unfollowed him. I couldn't
Because when
do
you
it.
said every social media, some people think Twitter.
No.
So I
Just
meant Twitter.
Snapchat and Instagram. I was about to have it. My money have not. So like I was like, I can't be doing this. Can't be wake up in the morning.
Yes, you have joined us. So
if you see the
he can't be tensioning you. The people that he will tension are people that.
No, I'm tensioned. It's not your tension.
Sometimes poor people get tension too.
Yes, we get tensioned.
This video was recorded a year ago. My interview with Hushpuppi was recorded 8 months ago. There was a clear 4-month gap between the video we did on the radio that's still available on my YouTube channel. I'm going to put up the a link to the video right here so you can go and watch that video. Now, 4 whole months later, I'm doing a totally different interview. This time I'm doing an exclusive. You can discuss income on the radio, but you can't show Gucci and Versace on the radio. 4 months later, we were in Dubai, and I used that as an opportunity. It was a Cool FM trip. I wasn't invited there specifically to do a Hushpuppi interview. I was there with Cool FM. We're doing Cool FM bonding and having fun. And I had an interview done with Hushpuppi. I do a lot of exclusive interviews. I've had exclusives done with Techno, with Ubi Franklin, with Hushpuppi, with Regina Daniels and her husband. And guess what? The Regina Daniels interview was done the day before the Hushpuppi interview. So Hushpuppi was not the only interview I did in Dubai. All these interviews are available for you online. You can verify everything I'm saying. You know, the internet never forgets, so it's right there for you. When I didn't discuss Hushpuppi's source of income.
Guys, so this other interview that this our friend did the day before, right? That man who's standing with him and his wife, he's one of the billionaires in Nigeria. He's a Nigerian billionaire. But guess what? The man is a Muslim and has how many wives? I don't know, maybe 6 wives? 5, 6? He recently married one small young girl. Look at the grown man married a girl in her 20, 21, 22. Our dear preacher friend, look at him, is there going for interviews, going to sit with the rich. Guys, I don't know. Is this the state of religion now? Is this how they're doing this thing now? Is this how the Jesus followers, is this where they're heading? Huh? Now they don't care anymore what you all think. The humility in preachers, no more. Just look, we've got to find a way somehow to make this money. Even though we are doing things that we have preached against once upon a time, there is money to be made. I don't know.
For you online, you can verify everything I'm saying. You know, the internet never forgets, so it's right there for you. When I didn't discuss Hushpuppi's source of income in the Dubai interview, it's because I spent a whole show discussing it in Lagos, online, on the radio at the same time, in a video that's available to you if only you search. So I now have to babysit you and do a video to tell you about a video I've done and another video I've done and to show you what's available to you.
Because hear the arrogance.
Wondering why your pastors are eating off you. I'll take this a little further. How did I meet Hushpuppi? I went to Dubai in December 2017. It was an Infinix phone launch, and I was one of the guests. And one of the days I was in my hotel room, and I tweeted that I was in Dubai, and he reached out to me, and we hooked up. And we had dinner, and what we talked about was social media influencing and trolls and that kind of thing, nothing else. And he told me there that he was an influencer. I went back to Nigeria. We kept in touch, like I keep in touch with a lot of people. He was very cool. At that point, I was going through a lot in the hands of my former friends.
Here we go.
Who simply because I decided to show them stuff in the Bible that went against the teachings of their pastors, they all went against me. I was unfollowed by a huge volume of people. But Hushpuppi didn't unfollow me. He reached out to me, hung out with me, didn't discriminate against me. Why should I discriminate against him? He's told me what his source of income was as of that time. Now, let me make a statement clear to you. I do not support fraud, and I do not support even the appearance of fraud. So I wouldn't do a video today showcasing his lifestyle if he had a case in court or if he had a case with the police. As of the time I did the video, which is
okay, so guys, you heard him. I don't support fraud or anything that resembles fraud, right? But I support the people who do fraud. It's just what we are doing now. I don't support fraud or anything that resembles fraud. That I don't do. But the one thing I do is I support the people who do defrauding. Somebody, please help me. Does this make sense to you all? Okay. I don't support fraud, but I support the doers of the fraud.
exactly 8 months ago, according to YouTube data that's available to you, he had no case. And even now, until he's proven guilty by a competent court, we have to sit down and wait and allow the court to do its work. Now, when we're in Dubai for the Cool FM event, I stayed at the hotel with all my Cool FM colleagues. And the day of the interview started with me going to meet Hushpuppi up in the Burberry VIP lounge.
Hushpuppi's birthday, we're at the Burberry VIP lounge, and they're celebrating 8 months.
Look, Hushpuppi has been caught. At this point, he's been arrested. Just bury your head in shame. Just for once, drop the arrogance. Just as a preacher, you got it wrong. This is not the time to, be flexing muscles. No. Humble. Just some humility. Guys, I didn't know that this is what he was getting up to. I only went as a friend. But no, this guy's arrogance.
Wishing you many happy returns. And it's a very delicious cake.
It's a very delicious cake.
Burberry, they were hosting him. Burberry literally had a cake on the table. It's available in the video. A cake on the table, and they were hosting him. While we're driving to a restaurant, there was a guy in that Burberry shop who was begging Hushpuppi to come and spend 10 minutes with him in his restaurant. That he just launched a restaurant. And Hushpuppi was like, no, I can only spend 5 minutes. And the guy kept begging for 10 minutes. And eventually, Hushpuppi succumbed, and we went to the restaurant, had a few drinks, and then went someplace else. While we were driving, he got calls from Gucci, he got calls from Versace, he got calls from LV, all wanting to host him. And he says he's an influencer. He didn't get any call from any hackers. He didn't get any call, at least while I was there. There was nothing suspicious while I was there. I didn't meet him at the venue of a crime or a crime scene. I met him in 2 places. One, the Burberry VIP lounge that was open to exclusive members of the public, and his house. The interview was shot either in those places or in between those places. We never hung out with him. I never saw him personally hang out with any criminals or anything. Simple. Now, that's my job. It's my job to bring you exclusive interviews. Like I said earlier on, I've done exclusive interviews with Franklin, even the lady that was
so all of that was
adult movie star. I've done exclusives with techno. I do exclusives. I want to go to those places where nobody.
You know what, guys? I'm done. A preacher who also does exclusive celebrity interview. I can't. I just can't. How do you mix? Guys, if a preacher is on the one hand preaching the gospel of Christ to you, and on the other hand, they're scrambling for the latest celeb gossip, right? He wants these celebs to come on his platform and come and speak, because he was a radio DJ for 30 years. So he's got some links still with those people. Guys, I think I'm going to call it a day because this guy, all I would say is watch this space. Many, many more videos. This guy is on a roll. He is on a roll. Please, guys, do not forget to like the stream. Do not forget to hit the thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. I'm so close to hitting 2K. So close to it. So close to it. So make sure you do all of that. And I will see you all tomorrow, everyone. I need to get some rest myself. Good night, everybody. Thank you all so much. There's 5 of you here, but nobody's chatting, so maybe everyone's gone to bed. Anyway, good night, everyone. I'll see you all tomorrow. Never mind these preachers / celebrity. I don't even know what they're doing here. I don't. Right. All right. Oh, yeah. Hello. I didn't know you were here. Hunter Biden's laptop. Hey, Hunter Biden's laptop. How are you doing? I hope you're feeling better. Hope you're feeling better now. Right. Look up for number one. Look up for number one. Okay, you left me a message. I would get to you. Me and you, we need to sort out. So, oh, AI, you've been lurking. Everybody's been lurking. Everybody's been lurking. Thanks for lurking. I appreciate that. I'm always lurking too, especially in Hunter Biden's stream. I think you were streaming earlier on today, and you were talking about this man in the news. What's his name in the news? What's his name? About Fox. Was it Fox News? But there's this particular guy who's always, I don't know his name. He's American. Tucker Carlson and Tim. I didn't see the Tim Pool bit, but the Tucker Carlson, I caught a bit of that. Yeah, I was busy. I was lurking. So yes. So I'm always lurking too. Maya, I didn't know you was here. Hey. Okay, Hunter Biden's. Please make sure to check your messages. I think I've left you something. I think I have. Right. Yeah. So you see, I lurk. I'm always. Yeah. Yes. All right, guys. Good night. I'll see you all tomorrow. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Okay. Good night, everyone. See you tomorrow. Good night.
Do you have a moment? In this very second, I know